The views expressed in the interviews and commentary are solely those of the individuals providing them and do not reflect the opinions of PPS Holdings Trust, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or employees. We're still in January. Happy New Year.
Happy.
Until March. Guys, when do we stop saying Happy New Year to people?
I think end of Jan, guys. Let's wrap it up.
We start first of
No,
April.
we can't.
Because I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Of Happy New Year. I hate it. I hate saying Happy New Year.
Compliments of the season.
Compliments.
Compliments,
I
see.
don't like that.
I'm one of the people.
I feel like it's like my mom. You know when old people say compliments, mwah, mwah, you know,
Compliments.
It's a season to be jolly to me. Come on.
I'm sold in June. Happy New Year.
Yes,
That's
All right.
that's
Yes.
very you, Ernest.
that's my rule. If I haven't seen you
Yeah.
in 2026,
Me too.
best believe
Yeah.
when I meet up with you, Happy New Year, baby girl. How are you? Happy New in
Uncle
December,
Fam.
it's fine. We'll do it in December.
No thanks. There are people I intentionally don't see until December. I'm just joking.
Now they know.
Joking.
Now they know. Yes. Now
Okay,
we're
so-
wondering why we haven't seen Tumi all year.
Okay. So let's talk about something that I hate talking about, but I think it's so important. In 2025, I realized how important nutrition is, and we don't ever talk about it. Like, what you eat will affect how you feel, how your joints feel, how your body feels. I also started drinking supplements like magnesium and things like that. You notice that these are things that give you energy, right? So today we're going to talk about nutrition. So December is for me like a blackout zone when it comes to nutrition. We overeat, we overdrink, How do we recover in January? I know some churches fast, people eat cabbage by choice or by forced. How do we recover from December overindulgence and December dizziness to get ourselves ready for the new year? What have you done? What do you do?
Eating goals. So I think if we think about the goals you set for yourself at the beginning of the year, some might be body goals, some might be work goals. But you need to understand, in order for you to be able to perform in that way at work or to be able to get that dream body, you need to eat certain things. You need to let go of certain habits. So it's not easy in the beginning, but setting those eating habits and goals for how you want to eat, what you want to eat, meal prepping, and that is a start.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For me, I think in December, I went out a lot. A lot. And like you're saying, it's binge season. For me, that's the ultimate cheat month, right? But because I don't want to throw myself in too deep, I start to gradually come back. So I'll still go out in Jan, but now the steak is with a salad. And, so now I'm trying to bring myself back slowly. And then I know by the time I get to about March or so, I'll be better. I'll be in a better place. And I'm probably now back into my meal prepping. I'm back into this is breakfast, my mueslis, my yogurts. And, I'm excited by that time. But I don't try to secure it to Jan, to say from December, cut it off. 1st of Jan, no more. Because once you do that, no.
You set yourself up for disaster.
It's sad because now you have the regret because then you do eat the slice of cake and then you're spiraling and then you do go out because you still it's so hard to break a habit and try to build it back in a month. I mean, I've been eating anything and everything all December. So yeah, I take it slow, baby steps.
I've let go of that binge mentality in December. I think also because I've started working through most of my December.
Yes.
So there's limited time to have fun, which for me works as good.
Yes.
But that binge mentality, that we must drink so much, we must party so much, we must eat so much. No,
Groove is
guys.
life.
If the opportunity presents itself, yes, I go all in December. But where I can control it, I do. So that January is not that hard, man. You know, because if you haven't had veggies throughout December, how are you gonna start having veggies?
In Jan.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the thing is also like we also need to identify and discern between supplements and actual food.
Yeah.
So when we're actually looking at supplements, people use that as food. That's the word is supplement for a reason. You use it to supplement what I already have. So with that being said, like I know on my side, I don't take in all the nutrition that I'm supposed to be taking in with my meals. So when I add a vitamin tablet, I add my magnesium, I add my iron and that type of things as well. Just so that I can make sure that all my micronutrients is tended to. Guys, when you are deficient on your vitamins and your minerals, you feel bad. You feel bad. You feel your energy drop. You feel like the words, the thoughts, the things isn't coming to you that fast. So ensuring that you actually, I mean, it's another skill. Nutrition is a skill. You get nutritionists. It's a profession on its own. So let's not take it lightly. There are also like tons of apps on the phones, etc. I know on my side I use, just forgot that app's name now. But nevertheless, you can use it to count your calories. Literally put a banana in there, it'll tell you how much calories in the banana, things like that to kind of assist you in that transitionary period. Now, like you guys said, December is pretty crazy. I know that I'm like that I had a lovely time in December in regards to the diets and the takeaways and things like that. But now it's back to work again, back in the new year. I just want to make sure that I think clearly all the time.
Yeah.
So ensuring that I have the minerals. Water is so important.
Yeah.
Water is so important. And there was a little statement that I actually go by, and that is, you are what you eat.
Yeah.
So let's get ourselves to that point where, I mean, we're proud of it. So yeah.
Nutrition is broad as well, because there's the diet aspect to it, there's the temperance aspect to it, because I think the emphasis is mostly on the diet, what we eat, not mostly on when to eat it, you know.
Good.
Because I think, sometimes
true.
you'll find someone who's working, now we're in an era of working from home. Someone eating 5 times, those are bad habits. Every chance you get, those are bad temperate habits. But if you know that you're working from home in your comfort, tell yourself that I'm going to eat twice because there's less activity there.
Yeah.
So let this nutrition actually be the reason why you are able to thrive, even if you're not able to go even to the gym. But let this food, this nutrition, actually compensate for those type of things, because you know that whole saying, they say that 80% is done in the kitchen and then 20% in the gym.
Yeah.
So nutrition is very important there, because the intake of the food and the amount of food that you put in there is very, very important. You must also be cognizant of that as well.
Yeah,
That's
but
okay.
also don't starve yourself, eh? Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the other thing. Like, don't now become malnutrition because you don't want to put anything in your body. Sometimes it's also not the quantity, but the quality of the food that you take in.
Yeah.
So on your point also there is like, if you're going to be eating 5 times a day, make sure it's lighter meals, like that keeps you
Yes.
going. Maybe a salad followed by something else. And something that helped me along the way that I found very, very useful is intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
So cut out food for a decent amount of the day.
Not
and
because
then-
it's Jan.
yeah.
You must
And then you-
deliberate about
Exactly. So now you're also saving some money on this side here as well.
it. Yeah.
But the intermittent fasting aspect helped me a lot. As humans, we don't need to eat as much as what we do.
Yeah.
So just identifying
getting
that.
deep.
It is.
Yeah, because we live to eat. We don't eat to live.
love.
You see,
Oh,
that's a difference.
Sandy.
No, we do.
Correct.
I'm listening to all of you guys, right? And I think I have a very different take. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I like good food, guys. Do not come and give me chops with just salt and pepper and then say expect me to eat that and be like, but where's the salad? Where's the I want that nice hearty food.
Yeah.
So I think why I have a different take is that, okay, you need your nutrients and there's nutrients in certain foods. Obviously, you gotta stay away from sugars and that stuff because of skin and your health. Like you said, your health is your wealth, right? But at the same time, guys, I'm not gonna eat bland food. I'm the most fussiest eater, right? If it's not gonna be good, then I'm not eating it. So again, it comes down to supplementing the other stuff, because only as I got older, I started realizing, okay, then you need supplements for this and this because the energy levels is not there. My metabolism always wore out very fast, so I could eat anything and then I'll still, be like lean, but now the fat pack is coming, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But again, I like hearty food. So I have that thing of saying that, okay, you're gonna, like Wesley said now, 80% in that in the kitchen, 20% in gym. I'm like, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy it, and then I'm gonna go and work it off. Because that's my mindset. I don't know, I'm just throwing a different spanner there. Because I believe that everybody wants to always come and say, no, eat this, drink this, do this. It works for you. Like, maybe it's not gonna work for me. Like, intermittent fasting, no. Good food.
No.
I have my intermittent snack. I have my
No.
snacks.
It's a no.
Like, nah, guys.
So no thumbs down.
And that's
It's a no from me.
that's why I was speaking to that thing, the portion control, There's nothing wrong with what we eat because ultimately it's gonna go to waste. Whether you are eating apple or you're eating chocolate, whatever, it's gonna go to waste. But it is the exaggerating part that makes it very wrong. Even sugar. I've seen people who are in health tatters. They get a pinch of sugar and now they're back online. So it's not necessarily that it's bad, but it's the intake. That's what I'm saying, that we need to be careful on how much we do those things. Even if you're doing some unhealthy stuff or healthy stuff, but also the portion control, how much you eat in a day also can help you with a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Agreed. So
Okay.
you can't overindulge.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you're
So someone at home is probably thinking, like, these guys, this whole month they've been talking about psychological wellness and now they're talking about nutritional wellness. What does that have to do with finance? What does that have to do with insurance? What does that have to do with anything? And the real reason is you, the individual, are your number one asset. Know you, know anything else, right? So it's so important to talk about these things, about nutrition and about finance and about mental health and about physical health. And none of us are perfect at all of those things or at any of those things. But the point is to talk about and help each other. How do we get better, right? How do we move each other forward? So my question to you is, nutrients are not just about food, right?
Yeah.
Or supplements. What about alcohol? Alcohol is a certain type of nutrient. Smoking is a certain type of nutrient, right? What else? Some of the skin things that we use, skin products that we use. Let's talk about overall. What are those things that we're using and that we do and that we indulge in that we're unlikely to stop cold turkey, but that we need to look at, and how do we look at it to get better? Yes.
I'm judging you. You look like I'm judging. Go for it.
I keep asking these horrible questions.
No, it's not too bad, hey. It's really not too bad. I think, I've always thought, so I recently found out, guys, do you know alcohol's the one thing your body can absolutely live without? You know how your body needs
We done it for the first time.
No, Tandy. Why would you start saying?
I'm so sorry. I had to. Like, your body needs a little bit of sugar. It needs a little bit of oil. It needs... But
Grapes.
alcohol, yes.
Fermented.
Like, you really
don't need
can't
that.
live without.
You don't need that, bro.
So, I started drinking less last year, and I love it. Am I gonna completely stop one day? I don't know. I would like to. But I always think about being 60 or 70 one day. And just this whole wellness theme. You don't want to be, yes, your health is your wealth.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I want to be is healthy when I'm 60 or 70 or 80. But I don't want to be healthy and broke. So that's why financial wellness is very important. you get.
Yes.
And then I don't want to have, a terrible mindset. So I also want to be healthy mentally as well. So I think it's important at the end of the day, in as much as they say your health is wealth, but you want to have all of these intact one day when you're sitting at home retired and you look back at your life and think, I'm not bad right now. Life is...
Sandy, I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
I'm
Touch
listening,
skin immediately.
But also, right, I've experienced this, like with people that I've known, that you can be the healthiest, fittest person, and then still you don't make it to 70 or you don't make it to 60 because you give up everything else. And then you're the person that's like, unhealthy, just loving life, and and that person is loving. You know what I mean? So I think it's knowing yourself. Right? Like for you, what's good for you right now is like cutting off that alcohol and things. That's that you don't need it. You don't need it. But again, it's setting that thing for you, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying that I think it's again what I mean by knowing yourself is like everybody has vices, right? There's certain things that we want to. You have to indulge. You have to enjoy a little bit. But again, knowing what is good for your skin. I mean, I could use niacinamide as an example for my skin, right? Because I have an oily face. And then somebody else has a dry skin and it might not work for them. So now, are we speaking overall wellness? Or are we speaking like what's good for you? Like they say what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Sometimes it's not really the case. So you got to figure out what works in your thing. Again, Wesley mentioned earlier, overindulgence, you don't have to go there because alcohol does dehydrate your body. But as you get older, you do need certain supplements, but certain things can help you. So I think I'm also just like in the in-between year, like I think just knowing who you are, knowing what you like and what you want to do, life is gonna life.
Yeah. My chat is alcohol is expensive. I love it,
Okay, that's different.
but I hate the fact that it's expensive.
Yeah.
So
For short term, right?
Yeah. So with what she said,
What is
now that
going on here? What is this? Where am I?
So with what she said as well, she basically tabulated it in a form that I've never thought of in life. That it's actually a want. It's not a need. You don't need to be drinking alcohol every time. But when you are frustrated after a long day, you need that one that will just, unease. But
Specials.
yeah, that's the only problem that I have with alcohol is the financial part of it as well. And I've seen, especially in the widespread population in South Africa, people drink. You saw so 2020 there. When they opened up the restrictions for alcohol, that's when you saw the economy basically moving up. And that's what I'm saying, that when you look at it, that's my only hack. It's expensive, and we are spending so much on wants again. And when we start the year, let's try to look into those things and say that, is this a need or a want? And then we take it from there.
On that back. Andy, I'm gonna come back to you.
I feel like you said something very controversial.
I'm gonna agree with you, right? I'm really 100%.
I touched the nerve.
Actually, that last point that Danny mentioned too is the fact that we don't want to be old one day having XYZ problems. So the best way forward is prevention is better than cure. I am within my own right now. I can't control what am I doing now. Am I going to risk? Like, the literature does say, I understand that each one to their own, but the literature does also say, if I'm going to take XYZ in, XYZ is going to happen. If I'm going to eat steak salted completely from end to end, most likely chances, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but probability shows that you're most likely going to have some high blood pressure later on.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I don't want to be in that position, to be honest, where I have kids, I have grandkids.
Yeah.
I'm stopping by the hospital every weekend because I need to either pick up my meds or I need to be admitted for some reason. I want to be playing with my grandchildren one day. I want to be running in the park with them, things like that. So
Or needing dialysis, because what does alcohol do?
Exactly.
It affects your body's ability to filter out toxins.
Correct.
It destroys your livers and kidneys.
So my question at the end of the day,
Well, excessive use of alcohol.
I was just about to say, like,
I have so much to say right now.
I'm just saying, don't overindulge, guys.
And that's why I'm saying I'm not against drinking. Like, let's drink. If you smoke. Let's enjoy.
However,
When the year started for me, personally, I look back at what are the habits that aren't so healthy that I could really
That you
do
can
without. I can change.
Agreed.
And it won't be all that bad.
100%.
I mentioned
I'm
that.
so happy for you, my sister. I support you in this new year. I support you so much. No. No, I just have to say, especially because you're all touching on it, which I love, right?
Yes.
It has to be expensive, right? The alcohol. Because honestly speaking, anything that's... Let me finish. Let's talk about this, okay? There's a science here.
Yeah. The more?
Listen, okay? Firstly, we want to say quality over quantity, right?
Of course,
So
of
with
course.
anything, even the food that we eat, right? If it's cheap, it's because of the level, the quality, right? The more expensive, as much as it's not always the case, but in most cases with the alcohol as well, sometimes it's the brand,
Yeah.
but sometimes we know that I need to pay a bit more, right?
Yes.
And also to your second point, how much are you indulging here? Are we overindulging in the alcohol? Because that's when the problems happen.
Yeah.
But then again, to Keenan's point, you could be the healthiest person who doesn't drink and still not make it to 60 or even 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's touch back on this topic. This one, I think we can agree to disagree. I don't know how we feel about
We
it.
can
Yeah.
circle back.
We need to circle back.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think for me it's a vice. That's why I'm like, because I also enjoy it as well.
I
You know what I
also
mean? I don't
enjoy
drink
it.
to get to a certain point. I don't drink I
lose
actually
your
hate it when I
inhibitions,
get
yeah.
to a point that I'm just like, wow,
Yes.
this is too much. I've overdone it here.
Yeah.
But now I actually understand my body and I know if you do more than a bottle of wine, you are going to a place you're not going to enjoy. You're not going to enjoy that. It's going to impact your health, your work the next day, because now we're at a conference and I must wake up and you can't hear anything and you're fighting in the seat. You know what I mean? Because this has happened to all of us. This is real life. So I think, just
Portion
balancing.
control, yeah.
Yeah.
Balance
Portion
it.
control. Balance
That's
it.
all.
Portion
You know?
control.
Basically, each to their own. kind of thing.
Each to their own.
So
What for us
what I'm
all?
taking from this conversation is number one, portion control in terms of alcohol, portion control in terms of food. I think in terms of any vice, really, like
Balance.
100%.
balance and consider your health and wellness and stuff.
Financial
right? So,
wellness, yes.
so basically this year, financial wellness.
Yeah.
So basically we're gonna try but not really. Is that what you're saying, Kins?
No. Wait. No, I even stood up and high five Nats before reason there because I'm just saying that, look, overall, right? Look after yourself.
Yeah.
No, again, it comes back to who are you, Keenan?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? If you get stressed out and you need a beer, it's okay. If you're stressed out and you need a glass of wine, it's also okay. If you want to have the beer and the wine, it's also okay. But again, indulgence or doing it in such a point where it starts affecting other aspects of your life,
Yes.
that I think is the thing that we need to pause on, right? Like, I don't say go in on a Monday right now, go and drink and get like lose your inhibitions and then you can't make it to work and then you can't go to gym and you can't do that. Like, if I go out and I have a party and then the next day there's certain commitments that need to be there, I'm pitching up for my commitments. Also, how you pitch up after the fact.
Yes.
So just to round it up, right? Science and everything tells you, for instance, a glass of wine with your meal every day is good for your heart. But then again, overindulgence does restrict it. What I'm trying to say is, know you are who you are. Keep your portions in mind. And then also, going back to something Ernest mentioned earlier, is know your circle. Because if your circle is going to drink every single day, you're most likely going to drink. If your circle is going to jump every day, you're going to most likely jump. So it all comes to, it's a collective thing. So on this topic alone, I don't think you can just sum it up in one thing to say, this is the right way to walk or the right path. You gotta have to have everything in a balance.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can always mention of consideration points when you're looking at things like this. Because, I mean, if I'm coming back now, sorry to circle back to the drinking situation, if I'm going to do that, then there's somewhere else in my life that's suffering. If I'm going to overindulge in smoking, for example, there's somewhere else that's lacking. If I'm going to do it with food, there's somewhere else that's going to be lacking. You get me? And it's just about bringing all of that back to a balance for yourself. And guys, there is so much information out there on the internet. I feel like it's also a little bit too much. So it takes some time for you to discern what is actual fact from what is wrong. But with that being said, just come back to who you are, what do you want from life, and then work towards, whether it is on a wealth aspect, whether it is on a financial aspect, whether it is on a mental aspect. Know who you are, and then you build on that person.
Awesome. So, you ready?
Yes.
Did we cover everything that has to do with nutrition?
Oh, nutrition, yes.
Did we cover everything?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
So quick.